Wordsplayed is the name of Christian rapper John Itiola, a Nigerian-American Navy veteran from New York based in San Diego. Wordsplayed grew up on Long Island, eventually meeting fellow Christian rapper and regular collaborator Andy Mineo in the evangelical hip-hop group Truce. Now, if you're familiar with Wordsplayed, or at least have heard his mixtape Magic and Bird, you're probably thinking one thing.
Why are you the way that you are?
To understand Wordsplayed, we need to also understand Andy Mineo, or at least his style and music. Both artists use Christ as the center of their artistic work and recognize their flaws through their music. However, Andy and Words are growing apart as artists. Wordsplayed's debut album, Clowntown, heavily featured Andy, and his next project, Magic and Bird, was 100% with Andy. 2018 marked the first projects Wordsplayed released without Andy Mineo, and both Andy and Words released 2 EPs. Andy and Words are co-founders of the rapper collective Minor League, where they share marketing, tours, and producers. Given this common ground, it makes sense that both artists released music with the same producer, Weatherman, and targeted the same audience. However, the EPs in this past year diverged in their takes on catharsis, a Greek term for emotional release typically done at the end of a play. Andy released serialized content, with his first song expressing conflict and the last song resolving that conflict. Any listener can understand Andy's struggle and how he's working through it within each 20-minute EP. On the other hand, Wordsplayed explicitly rejects catharsis. His songs are scattered and nonsensical in order. The song Kanye Cares from Lo-Fi Love 1 presents ironic catharsis towards rapper Kanye West that makes him appear like a Christ figure.
Rapper, designer, Chicago Southsider, husband, father, paparazzi fighter.
If you didn't know who Kanye is, then you would probably think he's some sort of amazing philanthropist based on this song alone. In Lo-Fi Love 2, Wordsplayed begins the album with what seems to be catharsis, but it quickly changes to be just as nonsensical as his last EP. He constantly switches the pronouns of the subjects of his sentences, which makes it hard for the listener to follow his train of thought.
Lose your mind and find yourself, knowing who they are, screaming in their cars at all the madelines and clementines and children singing to their toys. He tried.
Wordsplayed rejects what his audience wants him to be, another Andy Mineo, and instead delivers what they didn't know they wanted. This process is very reminiscent of the Socratic method, which Wordsplayed more clearly uses in his song Scorn Hub.
Or my new smash hit, Scorn Hub. Call me at 1-800-339-3429. That's 1-800-339-3429 and tell me about how much you love LFL Dos. Hasta luego.
The Socratic method is a way of arguing to find a more objective truth than either party could come to individually. Socrates' goal was always to show his audience that they did not know the truth so that they could then search for the truth. In Scorn Hub, Wordsplayed takes modern cultural logic to its rational extreme. In this record, he expresses nostalgia for an era that's only recently become nostalgic, the early and mid-90s.
Got that chat room lit, man, hurry get your dinner.
By juxtaposing the 90s and modern social media, Wordsplayed shows that although the 90s were technically inferior, the connections were more genuine than the mass communication of Instagram.
2 taps, yeah, you like that, now your boy's back, whoa.
This slower connection is part of Wordsplayed's catchphrase.
Hey, lo-fi, 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 lo-fi.
Lo-fi, lo-fi, everyone's like, yo, what's that mean? Since for low fidelity, who in this world is hi-fi? Who's so well put together that there's no small nuance that's like, dang, that's screwed up. I have a few of those, but I get to celebrate them because that's not the end for me.
Wordsplayed goes on to explain in Score Hub how easy it is for everyone to log onto a place where they can be their inauthentic selves and more easily spread hatred to people like him. Wordsplayed calls Scorn Hub his way of clapping back at those who hated his last EP, and much like in Plato's Apology of Socrates, Wordsplayed is making fun of the fans instead of actually apologizing. He points out that holding people accountable for their words and actions is frowned upon on the internet, but it's okay as long as you like, follow, and subscribe.
Whoa, you talking reckless, you got defensive, man, passive aggressive, all in the meshes. Hey, I screenshot it, man, I'm such a menace. Ooh, you sent a message, but you never meant it.
Wi-Fi and hi-fi connections amplify the flaws inherent in human connection, but Wordsplayed preaches to use lo-fi and embrace that everything isn't about appealing to strangers you'll never meet. Not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has a resolution. life can't be explained in a 20-minute EP.
Cares about you. Kanye cares you and you and you. Kanye cares you too. Kanye cares.